Good evening, America, land of the free, home of the deregulated. I'm Jordan Klepper, and tonight's special report asks the burning question: what happens when you give a billionaire a title and a former reality TV star the nuclear codes? Again, welcome to Klepper's Corner. Trump and Elon destroy America. Let's kick things off with economics, the only class Trump definitely skipped at Wharton. Since returning to power, President Donald Trump and his honorary chaos czar, Elon Musk, have teamed up to slash government spending like it's a clearance sale on democracy. Musk now leads the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Yes, they named a government agency after a meme dog because nothing says serious fiscal reform like branding that sounds like your nephew's crypto startup. Their plan? Fire thousands of federal workers, shut down 11 agencies, and cancel grants faster than Musk cancels Tesla Cybertruck timelines. USAID vaporized. Minnesota lost $70 million in food exports. That's not efficiency. It's a one-man economic collapse tour. Trump's rolling out a 104% tariff on Chinese imports. Why? Because if your last trade war didn't work, clearly the answer is Mo-R war. Clean energy companies, devastated. Small businesses, crushed. Elon's companies, magically fine. Musk's Tesla and SpaceX got quick tariff exemptions while their competitors drowned in import costs. Remember when competition was part of capitalism? Elon doesn't. Meanwhile, DOGE has laid off so many federal workers that Social Security offices are closing faster than Trump's casinos. Want to check your benefits? Sorry, the only thing open is a chatbot that thinks Medicare is a video game character. But it's not just about layoffs, it's about who benefits. Trump personally endorsed Tesla in a bizarre driveway infomercial on White House grounds shortly after Tesla's stock tanked. Coincidence? Or just the most expensive version of bros helping bros in history? There are currently 32 federal investigations into Elon's companies. Want to guess how many are still active? That's right, none. It's hard to investigate when your boss controls the investigation. It's like putting your dog in charge of the steakhouse. The Office of Public Integrity, Musk helped gut it. Inspectors General, fired. Regulators, downsized into oblivion. At this point, the only accountability Elon answers to is whether or not X, thinks his meme was funny. Now let's talk social safety nets, or what's left of them. Musk has called Social Security a Ponzi scheme and proceeded to make cuts anyway. Never mind Trump's campaign promise to protect it. Promises are like Elon's rocket landings, dramatic, expensive, and occasionally explode. A recent poll says 1 in 5 Americans have lost access to federal services. Meanwhile, Musk's personal net worth is up to $350 billion. When people asked for help affording groceries, DOGE offered them job applications for Mars. Some judges have tried to intervene. DOGE's mass firings and data grabs were ruled unconstitutional. Trump responded by tweeting, "The Constitution is overrated anyway. We're one ruling away from him issuing executive orders on toilet paper branding." Musk's use of X to announce policy has led to absolute chaos. Remember when he claimed USAID spent $50 million on condoms? Total fabrication. But hey, why fact check when you have 150 million followers and a flamethrower emoji? And it gets better. Trump threatened to annex Greenland again, and Canada. Because when your polling numbers drop, nothing rallies the base like grabbing a neighbor and declaring it yours. At this rate, he's one maple syrup embargo away from war. Musk's Starlink has reportedly restricted access to Ukrainian forces mid-conflict. Trump blamed Ukraine for provoking Russia. Somewhere, Putin is doing a happy dance in a fur robe. Back home, protests are spreading. People are furious. Elon, he just tweeted a GIF of a raccoon slapping a keyboard with the caption, "Efficient AF." Democracy, brought to you by a tech bro who thinks memes are legislation. Studies show Democrats are abandoning Tesla. Republicans are awkwardly trying to love it. The result? Consumer backlash, declining sales, and the first time a Model S was used as a campaign prop for someone wearing camo Crocs. So let's review. Trump and Musk have fired thousands of government workers, dismantled social safety nets, weaponized tariffs to boost their personal interests, gutted watchdogs, damaged U.S. alliances, claimed condoms were more dangerous than climate change, and declared war on Canada. This isn't government reform. It's what happens when your country gets bought out by a billionaire and rebranded as a loyalty program. If this is the future, then America might need a firmware update and maybe a therapist. Until next time, stay skeptical, stay loud, and if you see Elon Musk near the Department of Education with a wrench, run.
Election crowd, biggest yet. I said it was the largest set. But photos show side by side, Obama's was a wiretide. Mexico will pay the bill for the wall upon the hill. But the funds, they never came. Taxpayers footed that whole game. You knew I was a liar. Facts were turning, truth was burning. You knew I was a liar, but you cheered on, and I kept on. I saw Muslims celebrate on that tragic 9/11 date. No evidence to back that claim, yet I repeated it the same. I won't have time to play golf rounds, but Mar-a-Lago knew no bounds. More trips than presidents before, while saying he'd do even more. You knew I was a liar. Facts were turning, truth was burning. You knew I was a liar, but you cheered on, and I kept on. COVID's like the common flu, downplaying what the doctors knew. Suggested bleach and UV light, despite the science not so bright. I won the election, it was rigged. Courts dismissed, the claims were big. Incited crowds to storm the gate. Democracy left in a state. You knew I was a liar. Facts were turning, truth was burning. You knew I was a liar, but you cheered on, and I kept on. From crowd sizes to weather maps, Charlottesville to wiretaps, so many tales, so many spins, yet still the base it never thins. You knew I was a liar. Facts were turning, truth was burning. Whoa. You knew I was a liar, but you cheered on, and I kept on.